estoy con Maahez. How are you?
Maahez in the house, baby. Good. Survived another Miami Music Week, another Ultra Fest. So, we out here.
So tell me all about it. I know you were here this weekend. What were you doing?
So I was with the team first year that I'm actually able to bring my manager, my amazing publicist, shout out my publicist Jeanette, the whole gang, and it was super cool, to be able to reconnect with artists. Like a lot of people don't know, but I come from the EDM world, and then I kind of stepped away for a couple years. But now this year, I'm fully back, focused on my project. We're releasing a lot of music. Papeles just came out, which is more on the Latin market.
Which is your new single.
That's right. And then I got a bunch of EDM projects that are coming out more for the festival scene. So, I'll try to play both worlds.
So I have to ask you, I was looking at your history, and I saw that you used to be in a rock band.
Yeah, I did.
So how did that transition, how did you transition over from that to what you're doing now?
Well, basically I grew up listening to a lot of rock because my dad is a guitar player for a Cuban rock band in the 90s. So when I was a baby, they didn't have baby music, so they just played Led Zeppelin, Metallica, all that kind of stuff. So when I lived in Mexico, we put a band together, and nothing crazy. We were just playing covers, and we just had gigs here and there. But it was a cool experience because I grew up basically playing all kinds of instruments. I'm a musician before anything, so. Being a rock band definitely it's influenced the music that I'm doing now even, so it's crazy how that could happen, even though rock is not popping. But I think rock is always going to be a subliminal influence in all aspects, but never a main thing or anything.
Cuéntame un poquito sobre your new single, Papeles. You're in it with Lary Over, Menor Menor, Yashua. Tell me more about your single.
So Papeles was kind of an experiment. The song was born in LA, and I wrote it with my boy Ale, which is the new artist from Spain. The kid from Spain that is about to blow up right now too. We wrote the song. I made the beat, and then after I went to Japan for EDC, and I got the call we want to put this out from Universal, which was super unexpected. And then that's it. And then I was they were I think we want to put more artists on it. So I was okay. I don't know, let me see. So I called Yashua. He was in Mexico. He's yo, what's up, bro? I'm doing a media tour in Mexico. What's going on? I was yo, I got a record. Because we were talking about working together. And then he did. The next day he flew to Miami, recorded his verse. And then I hit up Lary Over, and he was in Honduras with Menor Menor.
Oh, wow.
So he heard it, and he was yo, I'm jumping on this. And then he hit me back. He's yo, Menor is in love with the record. I was yo, throw him in there too. Hey,
and then fire-ass remix.
Yeah, basically it was cool because every artist kind of recorded in a different city. Like I said, this year I felt it was a time, especially because of everything that's happening in the world with Latin music being so huge, and all the DJs that I've worked with and I look up to, they're trying to get in the Latin market. So I'm wait a second, the worlds are colliding. Yes. So I'm in the middle of it.
It's funny because you're actually the second EDM, DJ producer that I've met who has or is trying to bridge Latin music with De Oro.
Yeah. Boy,
yeah. I thought that was actually very interesting, and that was actually going to be my next question to you. Was how are you bringing that Latino flavor into it?
It's super cool. I think everybody is going crazy with that concept, especially with.
I mean, I love it. And I'm just
biased. I think is a hit with Daddy Yankee and Steve Aoki.
Yes.
And then who would have known Elvis Crespo doing EDM now?
That was a shocker for
crazy. He jammed with Steve Aoki, Suna with DJ Snake, and it keeps happening, So I feel I'm the next generation of that.
So tell me, who do you want to collaborate with?
Who do I want to collaborate with? Man, there's so many that I haven't worked with still. I mean, to go super left field, even though it's not my style or anything, but I would love to work with Rosalia on some super weird shit. Because I think she's super different.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to work with her.
Very unique too.
But then I mean, obviously the Bad Bunnies, Who else is out? Yeah, Balvin, Bad Bunny. I mean, like the main ones, obviously, but there's a whole new wave of like the new ones, like Neo Garcia, Casper.
Yeah,
What are the other ones? Darel, like all these new urban guys. I think they're killing
Lunay,
it.
creo.
Lunay, yeah. Sech is definitely one that I want to work with. So you know that whole
Ya
new
tú
wave.
sabes,
Like.
All right. Bueno, give your friends over at Press Latino a little shout out.
Yo, Fresh Press Latino, you already know, baby. Stay lit, always Alien Gang. Your boy Maahez checking out.
And Jackie.
Hey.
Bye.